Hey, everybody out there, you're tuned in to 91.8 The Fan. You're in my corner, and I have two special guests in the corner. Would you like to unveil your secret identity to the masses?
No.
Oh, but then it won't be secrets, identities anymore. But I guess for you, we can do that.
Yay.
Yay! I'm Lucien Dodge.
And I'm Erica Mendez, suffering through a cold right now. I'm sorry.
Drink that water. Keep hydrated.
I tell everybody whenever they get the con flu or whatever you want to call it, vitamin C. Just down as much vitamin C as
Yes,
possible.
vitamin
Yeah.
C.
I did do that, and now we're out, so
Yeah.
need to go get more.
What
I've been
happened to
sucking
those?
on orange
My
juice
mom
like nothing.
sent those vitamin C packets or
Those are like dietary supplements. I don't want those.
But it's vitamin C.
Nah.
Yeah, okay.
Those might
Olive.
make her feel worse elsewhere. It doesn't seem like a good
Exactly.
idea at all.
Jackie knows what I'm talking about.
I've been sick plenty of times after conventions. We go to about, I go to about 20 a year, but 91.8 The Fan goes to about 40. So,
Wow.
I've been in those weird situations where it's like I have 3 days to recover from a sickness.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of important for us to be well in order to do our work. So, I guess it's a good thing at least you got it over a weekend, so you had a few days to.
Well, luckily or not
Not
luckily,
luckily.
I haven't had any gigs.
No.
So
I don't think they know that.
Well, I know a gig that everybody wants us to talk about. It's not an anime. It's Pac-Man. That's the one.
Hey.
Yay.
I'm totally kidding. We'll get to the anime in a second. But I know both of you guys are on a show together that has to do with Pac-Man and ghosts.
Well, a game, yeah.
Mhm.
Video game. We're in Pac-Man.
Not the show. We're
Not the
on
show. No, but it's based on the show. But yeah, well. Who did you play? Did you play anyone
No.
important in that
No,
game? Erica?
not like-
No, I didn't think so.
Not like a historical video game character.
No,
or anything.
exactly. Yes, Erica was Pac-Man in Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures, and I was Blinky.
And Skibo.
And Skibo, that's right. So I got to be nice to you and mean to you in that game. Just like real life. So true. I draw upon such real life experiences.
Well, that must have been a lot of fun though, because Pac-Man is from when we were kids, or before when we were even born. So that must have been well, that must have been neat to like be a part of that franchise.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm like dying here.
It's so great. You just age 80 years
I'll be
in
right
about
back
5
again. Hang on a
minutes.
second.
Well, can I tell them the story about how? Yeah, she's giving me the thumbs up. She's exiting. All right, so I'm gonna buy her time while she's recuperating and getting her voice. Well, yeah, how I can actually tell a little story about how she got that gig, or at least how I helped her to get that gig. I had received auditions from the studio that was casting it, and you might know, or maybe not, a little while back, Erica was somewhat known on the internet for her Rainbow Dash characterization, and she performed in a few Flash animations. Namely, what was it? Epic Cupcake Time?
Yeah,
Is that
that
the name
one.
of it? Yeah, that one. And there was another one, but it's not coming.
I
to
don't
me.
even remember.
I don't remember. It was so long ago. I guess it was longer than
so
I
old.
expected. I'm sure so old. It was so long ago. But that character, of course, is originally voiced by Ashley Ball. So when these auditions came in, I noticed in the scenes that they had sent me this character who I recognized to be being voiced by Ashley Ball. So I thought, ooh, I wonder, if they're looking for a voice sound alike for her, Erica would be really great for that, and I should really let them know that's something she could do. And also, in those scenes was Pac-Man, And Eric has been doing young boy voices for years. It's one of her specialties, and I knew this, and I felt that that voice was also something that she could really do really well. So I emailed the casting director. Luckily, I was on very good terms with her, and I said, "Hey,
And they kind of knew of me before, to be fair.
Right. No, that's true.
It's not like you were just like, hey, my girlfriend does voices.
Right. Hey, you should really give her a try. Right. So that did help. But I asked on her behalf if they could send her these characters because I thought she could do a really good job at them, and she said, "Oh yeah, sure, absolutely," and sent her the auditions. And like I don't know, a week or so, not too long later, she was informed that she won the role of Pac-Man. So that was pretty cool. And so now we're and I got a couple of roles as well, so we're both in this game together, which is pretty neat. It was fun to be in.
Yeah.
So it's a really happy, kind of silly,
sappy,
yeah.
You know, like Lucian's the reason why I'm where I am today.
Well, it always kind of fascinates me how many voice actresses come from My Little Pony, even if it's fan stuff.
Yeah.
That seems like the recent trend, like all the people that are starting to get big. It's like, we started with My Little Pony on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, I don't do it much anymore, but I mean, it was fun and a good experience for like voice matching, and it kind of ended up, helping me with the Pac-Man stuff later. So.
Yeah, one thing led to another, and now, well,
yeah,
you can tell
I'm
me
Pac-Man.
You're Pac-Man, and then as a result, you sent you other things,
yeah.
and so now, well, why don't you tell them what else you've done?
Like pretty much directly after I auditioned for Pac-Man. The casting director was like, "Hey, I really liked your Pac-Man audition. Here's another audition." Sorry if I'm slurring. I have that delay again.
Are you sure that's water you're drinking? I thought you were straight edge.
It's a little bit early for, scotch, but
She's nervous. She needed something to take the edge off.
I'm fine. But where was I? After the Pac-Man audition, I got the audition for Jim Hawkins in Treasure Island, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's this little kind of corny, hokey...
Like a feature film that they made from the anime...
Yeah, it was like a 26-episode series that they compiled into a whatever,
and it's
1
from
hour,
like the
30-minute movie
or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty old.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
I got to do a interesting British accent.
Diplomatically speaking.
But yeah, because I auditioned for it without a British accent, and they didn't say anything about wanting a British accent.
Nope.
But when I got cast and I went in, the director was like, "Hey, can you do a British accent?" And I'm like, "Not really." But she's like, "Hey, okay, we'll go for it then." And then she kind of walked me through it a little bit. And it's not great, but, it is what it is.
I love the transitional thread from My Little Pony to Pac-Man to Jim Hawkins.
Yeah.
It's fabulous. I love voiceover for that
nostalgic, reason. I'm pretty much the voice of nostalgia.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Well, and after that, speaking of iconic characters, or at least names, what's the recent thing you've done?
Yeah, Aladdin. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing everybody's really asking about, not Pac-Man. Yeah. I'm sorry. It was a lie. It was a dirty lie.
Got me really excited.
No, people are super excited for Moggy, and the awesome thing is that both of you guys are also in that.
Yeah,
exactly.
That was really exciting. I guess the story with that was, I was super determined to get in with Bang Zoom because I know they worked with Aniplex a lot, and I know Aniplex had Moggy, so I was like, man, if they get this dub, I really want to audition for it at least because I love this show. I think I'd watched it like a few months prior to, finding out that they had the auditions at AX in 2013. So, I eventually got the audition because I had auditioned with them previously. And I was pretty much just like, I will play anyone in this show. I don't care if it's like Child Z and like so-and-so crowd C. Like, I don't care. I just want to be in this show. But then later to find out that I think at Comic-Con I found out I was one of the top choices for Aladdin. And I like, oh my God, I think I kind of like, when I found out, I ran up to you. I found you later, Lucien, and I was like almost in joyous tears. I was so excited because, I never would have thought, even after, getting Pac-Man or whatever, I never would have thought they'd give me the chance to play Aladdin because, it's a pretty big series.
Yeah, and you're pretty new.
And I'm very new. Yeah, I'm still very new.
Especially at the time, you're pretty new.
That's super adorable to me, and I think the fans really appreciate the emotion of being able to get that part too. So hopefully we'll hear your joy in your role as well.
Yeah, I try to, I feel like a lot of that has kind of, what is it? I'm thinking of words and I can't. Words.
Excitement has been imbued by, I don't know, osmosis.
If you want to use the big word like that.
Or swanky danky highfalutin words.
But it's kind of made its way into my performance, yeah. And I try to show it the best I can.
Well, Lucien is also a character in the series. Would you like to say what character you are as well?
Sure. I played Jafar in the series. Very, very different from the Disney version.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's not the creepy, long, tall guy.
The only time when he's maybe a bit dark is if you speak badly of Sinbad around him. Then he can get a little scary. But otherwise, he's very pleasant and friendly and serene.
And motherly.
And yes, particularly towards Sinbad, because that guy, always need to look after him. He's always getting in trouble. But yeah, it was funny because I of course heard from Erica when she got the role, which was really exciting. And then bit by bit, I started to hear about other friends of mine who had been cast in the show. And I remember thinking, man, I really would like to be in this show with all of my friends and my girlfriend. That'd be really cool, but I shouldn't keep my hopes up. But we'll have to see. And then eventually, I was told I got Jafar, and so I was really excited to play with everyone, so to speak, in the show. And it's a cool part. I really enjoy it. There's a lot of layers to that character. I mean, on one end, as I said, he's again this rather young man of a calm disposition, but then there are moments where he can get flummoxed, and then there are other times where he gets again, as I said, kind of dark and murderous. So there are all these little things, and he's sort of situation. So I liked juggling all those aspects, and yeah, anytime I get to play a character which has a complexity to it, and I get to deal with various nuances of their personality, I find that to be very rewarding. So yeah, I really like playing him. We'll see what we're all done recording the series now. But who knows if it does really well and they think it's worth it, maybe a season 2?
Yes,
maybe?
Please.
Perhaps.
I do know that they're recently announced like an OVA, I think. Like a
really?
ish OVA or something along those lines.
Adventures of Sinbad.
All right, when he's young?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like, I think they're doing like a little short 1 episode thing or whatever. That's going to be compiled with the manga that they already make for it.
No.
Now, while you guys were recording, did you ever get a chance to see, her do her scene first, and when you stepped in, or anything like that?
I think there was a couple of times where because again, they know we're a couple, and
That
for
Tony's
convenience
just a
sake,
great guy, and just
Tony.
he knows us, is gonna let us sit in.
Yeah, exactly. So there was a time or two where we would sit in on the other session and watch the other record.
Well, there was only one time you sat in with me because I'm
Yeah.
really shy and don't like you watching me.
Yeah. That's true. Didn't want to mess with your mojo.
Yeah.
Make you more nervous. That's true. But you did you sit on more than one session of
I
mine?
think maybe one or two.
One or two? Okay. Well, it wasn't like much
Maybe
more.
I'm thinking of Excel World.
Yeah. There have been a few times where Erica sat in on my sessions.
I like how it makes her nervous, but it doesn't seem to make you nervous at all.
Well, he's the big pro, so
I have a little more experience, so I have that going for me. But I don't, as I recall, I remember that one Excel World session. I think there was a little window of time where I'm like, oh, Erica's there. I need to make sure I'm really good. I don't want her to think badly, which is kind of silly, but I do remember that going through my head.
I just started kind of opening up to you sitting in the room at our own apartment when I do my auditions.
It's true. Sometimes when she's auditioning, you'll be like, Lucien, can you just go like in the living room for a while? Like, I don't want you listening to me auditioning or whatever. So she's bit by bit. Yeah.
Well, if you're doing screams and grunts, he's going to hear you from the living room anyway.
Not even screaming. It's just
it's just
regular.
Anything, really.
If it's anything that's not my normal voice that I'm auditioning for, I get really nervous because I'm like, who's gonna judge me?
Yeah.
I
It's not like you do that while I'm auditioning, right, Erica? It's not like you're like, Lucien, what are you doing? That's weird. Like, yeah, I know. So what?
I just like to bust your balls.
I know. So what?
But you're not allowed to do it to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's how relationships are. That's the way it's supposed to be. Actually, that kind of reminds me of my family, because whenever I'm doing any commercial work or anything, it's always like my brother has to chime in between a line to like be like, "That's what she said" or something. I'm like, "Why are you here? Go elsewhere."
Oh, Erica does that sometimes.
Oh yeah.
You do. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I will.
It's usually you think I'm not recording for real, but it's
no. Sometimes I know you're.
No,
recording.
sometimes and you'll just interject with some snarky.
I'll be like, no.
Exactly.
Like he'll ask a question for like one of his lines,
exactly.
and I'll just be
and
like,
she'll
no.
respond like, yeah, thanks.
Don't tell me what to do. Something stupid.
The question wasn't for you, Erica. It was for the character in the script.
I feel like these are bloopers that need to go up on YouTube or something. Make millions off of YouTube revenue.
Make our own YouTube channel. Just be, I don't know, what should we call it?
I don't even know. We'll think of something.
We'll think, yeah. We'll contemplate long and hard.
That's what she said.
I was waiting for
it. Yeah, well.
Someone was going to say it, right?
Your mom.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. So clever.
Well, now we want to ask something to Lucien specifically. Sorry. I'm sorry, Erica. We want you here.
All right, we'll bring you back in the next round. It's all right. She'll interject with something snarky, no matter, even if
I'll be good. I promise.
Yeah, right.
Well, you're free to make snarky comments. We're fine with that.
Okay.
But
that's the way.
Basically, we're having a Danganronpa week when the game comes out, and since we're talking to you now, we don't actually get a chance to talk to you when the game comes out because it'll be really super close. So I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about your character in the game, or at least if you're able to.
I can. I obviously there are certain plot points that would be spoilers that I not only shouldn't, I shouldn't talk about, regardless of whether I've been asked to, which I have by Nisa, but just because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's going to play the game. But yeah, my character is Hifumi Yamada, and he is this super otaku, and he's just kind of how do I describe him other than super otaku? Uh, no, he's a brainy guy, and gosh, the the session itself went by so fast. I don't know if I can remember a lot of details, and I don't know that I want to say too much more without giving anything away. But I mean, I don't know. Did you have any specific questions? I can't promise I can answer them.
Well, I'm not going to
But
ask
about
anything super story heavy because, obviously I
right,
don't want to spoil the experience, but the
exactly.
game seems really unique. It seems like a
Hmm.
cross between like Saw and Phoenix Wright, so that must have been a
Yes,
lot of
that's a good
fun
way to put it.
to be a part of a game like that.
Yeah, it is. And I even beyond my own involvement, I would like to see how uh my my minor contribution to the game, just how it fits in with everything, and my character in particular, and how he interacts with everyone else and what happens. I know a little bit about what happens as from my perspective, but just again how everything comes together as a whole. I'm very curious to see as well. Because my memory of recording for it was just I had a lot of fun, and it was kind of silly. It's kind of a silly character, and there's some comedic moments which I had fun with. Um, and yeah, that's about all I really remember.
Well,
At this point.
hopefully the game will be really popular. It seems to have a cult
It
following.
seems to be. I remember before I was ever cast in the game. I remember what convention was it?
Anime
Was it Anime
Expo.
Expo? Yeah, we went to Anime Expo and we went to the NISA panel, and they were showing trailers for upcoming games that they had either licensed or making, and they showed a trailer for Danganronpa, and the crowd just went nuts. They were just like, "Yeah, woo!" Yeah! And like, man, I haven't heard of this game, but it seems to be awfully popular. It seems to have quite a following. So then it was rather amusing to me when the email came in telling me, "Hey, we'd like to cast you in this game," and I said, "Hey, I heard of that. That's that game that really got a lot of great response. So that's cool." And from what I heard, it just has a really large following already. It will be interesting to see how that following expands with the English release of the game. So
Definitely. In addition, Funimation has the anime, and I know that there's sequels to the game in Japan, so who
yeah,
knows what the future might bring.
who knows indeed.
I know that I'm grabbing that day one. I already have my pre-order through. I was debating on importing it, and I'm like, I can't read half of what this is, but this looks like it's up my alley. And then I had the window open where I could import the game, and then the announcement came through, and I was like, oh, thank God. I don't know if you ever have moments like that where it's like, I'm debating going the extra mile, but come on, somebody in the US, bring it over. But now, for the fans out there, are there any projects that you guys want to promote that we haven't touched upon? Anything that they should check out?
Stuff I wish I could talk
Stuff
about.
you wish you could talk about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 2 games coming out in actually 3 games coming out in the spring quarter time, whatever.
March or
Like
or
March
later?
and April.
March and April.
Yeah. I'm
well,
excited.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
really.
we do know about Cryomore, so we'll make sure
Yes,
to keep our
but
eyes
we don't
on
know
that.
when that's coming out.
That's
Exactly.
true.
So that's not included in those 3. So I've got 3 more.
Yeah.
But that's really it for me
Yeah.
for so far.
Bravely Default, I believe, comes
Yes.
out next month
Mhm.
on the 11th, or is it the 17th?
7th.
17th. Says 7th.
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 I think because Danganronpa is the 11th.
Yeah. Okay. I can't. I can't keep.
I can't date.
It's definitely February though. It's within the
Something
first
like
couple of
that.
weeks of February. It's already out in Europe. apparently. But it'll be out in the States in February. And I play Dr. Victor in that game, this very kind of mysterious, debonair gentleman with mysterious motivations. And I'm looking forward to that. It looks really neat. It looks kind of like at least art-wise, kind of like a callback to Final Fantasy IX, kind of with the I don't know what you call that style, sort of the slightly deformed, kind of stylized chibi. Yeah, it's cute. I like it.
Kind of like Tactics in a way. I think someone from Square Enix is working on that game, and they just don't want to connect it.
That port.
What is it, Square?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems like they don't want to connect it to like anything Final Fantasy.
For the Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I heard that they want to make it like an annual series.
Make its own franchise.
Yeah. Which would be cool.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah.
The demo is fun. It's hard, but
you played
fun.
it.
Yeah, I've been playing it.
Got like obscenely hard.
Yeah, the first dungeon I went to, like if you go to the most southernmost dungeon, the monsters hit for your like entire health.
Yeah. That's kind of messed up.
I'm doing it wrong, I think.
Oh.
It's entirely possible.
Well, it's nice to hear that you guys play your games.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. We just beat Pac-Man not.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, not too long ago.
It was fun.
Is there any other? I could try to remember.
You have one in March too.
In March, but can I?
No, you can't talk about it. No.
You have one, but you can't talk about
it.
Nope. Here's the tease.
It's just reminding you that you can't talk about it.
Exactly.
We love those NDAs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not. They don't have it up. You can't watch it on their site anymore. But I suspect they're gonna have DVDs coming out for it. But I was really thrilled to be in Pokemon Origins, which was just a 4-episode kind of I don't know what you call. It was 4 episodes and it focused on, I guess, the first Pokemon games, the Red and Blue.
Yeah.
And I got to play Blue, which was a lot of fun because I got to be a real jerk. just
like real
life.
Just
like real life. Just like the games. Smell you later.
It makes me happy because that's Pokemon I can understand. That 151, not that 718, I think it is.
Yeah.
Pokemon's hard.
But I suspect, I hope they're going to come out with DVDs again. You were able to watch them on their site, but only for a little while. You can't. I don't think they're there anymore. But I think that's because they're going to make them into DVDs and sell them. So buy those. I've heard if they do really well, they'll do more of those. They might. I'm not sure if that means more Red and Blue, or if they do that version for the other Pokemon games. What Yellow and Green?
So yellow, gold.
You're the Pokemon
silver,
expert here. I don't know.
Ruby, Sapphire. I don't know all those colors, gems, X, Y.
Yeah.
Gold, silver, heart gold. Pokemon trading card game, pinball. I know those. You can see how invested I am into Pokemon. That is Chris's territory. I just let him deal with that, and I just stay very far away. I was in it when I was in 5th grade.
I'm cheating now. I'm on my website. I'm like, what? Howard Gordon.
Well, I do believe there's a show that you were a part of that comes out February 25th, actually, on DVD and Blu-ray.
Is that?
Okay.
Okay? Is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah. That was fun. I had a lot of fun working on that series. I got to play 2 key characters to the series. Totoro Totsuka, who, it's not really a spoiler. It happens in the first episode. He dies. You find that out in the first episode. But as a result of his death, it kind of spurs on the rest of the series and the motivations of a lot of the other characters and what happens. And you do find out more about his backstory through flashbacks and stuff. So I got to play him, and I also got to play Adolf K. Weissman, who's kind of a villain, maybe. It's not. It's
He's got long silver hair, so he
exactly.
Must be a villain.
He's so he must be
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth. Exactly.
Yeah.
I know the truth, and the end of that series made me
Yes.
sad.
Aw.
Oh.
I'm waiting for like there to be some continuation so I can not
I've
feel.
heard there's a movie they're making that's gonna be a continuation.
Yeah, I heard about that too. It even seems like there's a new guy in charge of I guess, oh gosh, the Red Clan, Hamura,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen pictures of that character, and it seems like Neko and Shiro are in it, but I don't know what else. I'm
Yeah,
hoping they
me
like
neither.
Deus Ex Machina that stuff, and everybody's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's the thing. Like I think it's really cool that they're making a movie and they might explain more of what the crap happened.
It was a good
'Cause-
series though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the animation and the music and it's all really, really pretty to watch and it's really cool in the action scenes. But it's definitely there's more explanation that could be done, which is why I think it's great that there's potentially this movie in the works. Again, though, I don't know if any of my parts will be in it. It would be nice. I hope.
Flashback scenes. You
Exactly.
never know.
Who knows? But it was really cool as well because in addition to those parts, the voice director would have me play just a bunch of peripheral characters, and that's always fun to play. You know, and go, okay, now you're gonna be this guy, and he's gonna get his butt kicked, and now you're gonna be this angry chef guy who's yelling after Shiro because he took something, and now you're gonna be this student thing. Yeah, thing because it's a robot. Yeah, sure, you're gonna be a robot. No, that was Kirk Thornton, I think.
Oh, the little trash can
Like,
robot?
yes. Show some respect.
Those are hilarious.
I love that.
love
It's
those.
my favorite parts of the series. It's so funny, no matter what.
And
Show
then
some respect.
everybody just kind of ignores them half the time when
Mhm.
you have these angry trash cans yelling at you, and everybody's just like, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed working on that series. So yeah, so that, as you said, I guess coming to DVD in February. And when's Excel World come? I know
That's
Excel
already
World's-
out.
That's already
I
out.
think.
Okay, well, Excel World's out on DVD, so if you like that series, you can buy that too.
And if we're talking about DVDs, Magi just came up.
That's
came
true.
out, the first
Exactly.
season.
The first season of Magi is out on DVD.
Yeah.
So buy all
Buy
those
it.
things, all of them, every single one. And while you're at it, buy the Fate Zero Blu-rays because that's cool too.
I'm
No,
pretty
really.
sure Chris is already ahead of us and has bought all of it at this
Oh
Yeah.
my
point.
god.
Good.
He scares me sometimes. Like he will just like every week he just gets a new set of anime DVDs, and I'm just like, how? You don't even watch half of them. They're still in the plastic wrap. How?
I think
can't
we
do
have
it.
stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Like we haven't watched Fate Zero yet. We've seen the
That's
whole
true.
thing, but we
Yeah.
haven't watched our DVDs or Blu-rays or whatever.
Yeah, we need to do a marathon, Fate Zero marathon.
Yeah.
I played Waver Velvet in that series for those wondering or didn't know already.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. See? Always giving me lip. Always.
Well, you did kind of agree with her. You said it too.
Yeah.
But are there any events that the fans can spot you at? Anything you have coming up?
Well, we were just at Anime Los Angeles,
That's
so
not
that doesn't.
coming up.
I know. I'm just saying. You have
I
some
have-
stuff. See,
yeah.
she's the big star right now. She's gonna be way popular.
It's because Aladdin's so cute and
Yeah.
everybody wants him at their convention. Yeah.
But Jafar. No, it's true. No,
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. Like people don't. I mean, maybe most people don't know that we're a couple, but I'm kind of surprised people don't try to get us together at conventions because we'd be saving on like rooms. You know,
Yeah.
we'd only use one room.
Mm-hmm.
But I got invited to MatsuriCon in Ohio, which is August 22nd, something like that.
Go visit my mom's family. Not,
Yeah.
I don't know what part of Ohio.
So there's that one, and then Yamacon in Tennessee, which is December something. And that's all.
Such
that's
a
all so far.
celebrity. Such a celebrity.
It seems like if you want to do the 2-for-1 deal, you have to really advertise it to the convention when they invite you.
Yeah.
You have to be like, oh, hey, also, I'm with so-and-so, in case you're curious. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint.
Did that for PMX, but that's because they came to me. I guess Matsuri and Yamacon came to me too, but I don't know. I've tried to message at least one convention kind of advertising that, but yeah, they didn't respond, so I got really shy and then stopped doing it.
Well, if it makes you feel better, back in our beginning days, we had to message conventions too, and I think you have to get in the circle. You have to like wedge the door open before conventions are like, oh, you're available and you're not hard to work with? Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised I was getting invited to stuff and not Lucien, because Lucien's done so much more and like really cool stuff too. So, invite Lucien to more conventions, guys, and then invite me too.
2-for-1.
Yeah.
Well, I do have theories on that conventions. There are plenty of voice actors that we've talked to that have been in like Assassin's Creed and like Legends and Walking Dead and stuff like that, and they've never gone to cons before. And I was like, somebody needs to get on that.
Yeah.
But now, for the fans out there, is there any place where they can stalk you and keep up to date to any events that you guys are going to or any releases that are coming soon?
Well, as far as stalking, our address is 7216. No, I'm kidding.
Let's
please.
bleep that out.
No.
No, those aren't the real ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a completely bogus address.
You narrowed it down, though.
I know. We could tell what numbers you really meant to say, and by that we've deduced where you live. No. Well, as far as websites go, well, you don't have a website yet. You should get on that.
I do, but it's
Oh, you
not
do?
like really pretty or anything yet. So I
Yeah,
don't
but it's a
advertise
website.
it.
Yeah, whatever. You have a website.
I'm waiting until I get my demo together,
No.
and then I'm gonna advertise it. But I've got a Facebook quote unquote like page if people want to quote unquote like me. I guess I don't know. I forget what the thing is for that. You could probably just type in like Erica Mendez voice actor or something, and it'll probably pop up. And then I've also got Twitter, which is not that really long bunch of A's that I used to have. It's now Sunderica, so it's a lot easier to remember.
It is Erica Mendez, voice actress. By the way, your page.
Oh, I think
I
the
just popped it
URL
up
is
too.
like Erica Mendez voice or VO or something.
It's just voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Well, thanks for knowing more than me.
Yeah.
I muted my mic and looked it up so you didn't hear machine gun typing.
Like,
That's what I should have done. Yeah, exactly. I'm just like,
stop, you're making it worse.
Well, for me, you can find my website. It's simply luciendodge.com. LucienDodge.com.
Lucien Dodge.
Lucien Dodge.
So wow.
Such voice act.
Such voice acts. Much
Many
talent.
roles. Wow.
That's the first shirt you should sell on your website.
That'll be my promotional material from now on. I'll just hand it out. No, seriously, I'm gonna go to Vistaprint and make that right now.
Don't forget the idea. We've got it recorded.
And I have a Twitter as well, although
You never use it.
I really don't. I use it to announce stuff that's out, and occasionally I'll communicate with other voice actors or people on my Twitter. But otherwise, no, it's true. I don't really use it that often. I'm not a big Twitter user. So really, most of the stuff that's fit to print, as they say, you can find on my website. But if you want to send me, a message or something and you're on Twitter, you can do that. Or send me an email. I really don't mind people sending me emails. That's fine with me.
Well, since we're nearing the end of this interview, I was wondering if you two would be willing to participate in a 91.8 The Fan Tradition, which both of you already did, but you never did it together.
It's true. So it's like it's new all over again.
It is. You know what the tradition is, but I'll say it regardless. We basically ask if you guys would be willing to do a radio bump for us.
Alrighty.
Wait,
hold on.
Oh.
Do we?
No.
No.
That's
No,
weird.
it's not that kind of bump.
That's
Sorry.
weird.
Okay.
I don't know what they're doing, so
I
that
don't
makes
either.
it even like
I don't know
worse.
what's happening.
That's the power of audio. It's all in your
Oh
imagination.
my god.
Basically, we ask if you'd be willing to say, hello, my name is, you insert your name, I do this, you can say your voice actors or say characters, and you're tuned into 91.8 The Fan. The order of how you do it, because there's two of you, is up to you guys.
Do you want to do a Magi one?
Oh, might as well.
As our characters.
I can't do characters right now.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we don't want to hurt her voice anymore.
Be Aladdin with
Aladdin's
with
got a
nails,
cold.
gargling nails.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're like, how do?
Just we'll
How do
wing
you-
it.
We'll wing it. Yeah, we can improvise. All right.
You do most
Let's-
of the talking though.
I'll do most of the talking.
Yeah.
Well, let's like pass it off.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, this is Lucien Dodge, the voice of Jafar from Magi, Waver from Fate Zero, and many other roles. So, yes, voice that was trying to speak.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
And this is we should probably do this cleaner so
They
they can actually use it as a
whatever. Just
bumper.
go with it, and we'll do a take two afterwards. And make it really messy. She's dying again.
No, I'm
Okay,
dying.
fine. We'll start again. Whenever we mess up, Erica dies.
Yep, I'm dead.
Okay, she's dead. All right, we'll start load saved game. Game over.
You need a lot
Please,
of Phoenix downs.
Will you
for that.
continue?
Yeah. for sure.
All right. Well, Errol, just stick with Magi characters
Yeah,
since
let's
that's
just stick with
something
Magi.
with which we're both in. Okay. 3. We'll do with the
Oh my
the
God.
ADR of 3 beeps. I'll go boop boop boop. Hi, this is Lucien Dodge, the voice of Jafar from Magi: The Labyrinth of Magic.
And this is Erica Mendez, the voice of Aladdin from Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic.
That is a thing that you are in, and you're listening to 91.8 The Fan.
Yay.
Yay!
Was that it? I didn't write it down this time.
That'll work.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. I want one more. What if we did it and when we say and you're listening to blah blah blah, we did it
I
in
can't.
unison.
I'm gonna die.
I'll cue you.
You could just do
Okay.
the very end of it.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
pick up. That's an
Okay.
industry term. That means you record in the middle of a line.
Okay. Stop talking.
I'm teaching. I'm being informative. Okay, pick up. And you're listening to 91.8 The Fan. That almost worked.
As I sound like a
As you-
frog.
And you're listening to 91.8 The Fan.
Oh my god.
I'm trying not to cry on my side, so I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit silent.
What if we did it as our characters?
I can't.
Oh, I keep
can't.
forgetting. I keep. Well, what character sounds
You're asking
like
too much.
you're sick?
I can't do anything.
Okay.
I can't.
We understand.
That's all right.
We want you to baby your voice. It's okay.
Thank you. At least you understand.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the listeners out there? Any dating advice, since it is a couple and you're being weather forecasts, end of the world predictions, anything like that?
Watch more Magi.
Watch more Magi.
Magi's good.
Yes. That is also dating advice, by the
Yes.
way. If
Take your.
you want to
spouse-
strengthen your relationship, you just need to watch more Magi.
Yep. Yep.
That is the secret to a healthy relationship. I mean, it's worked for us,
Yeah.
right? I mean, we're going strong, and we watching Magi.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's the
that's the key.
Watch
That's all you
more-
need. Man, people pay marriage counselors
Yeah,
for
just-
what is it? Yeah, we could-
Subscribe to a
come
Neon
up-
Alley account. Watch everything on it. 'cause
Yes,
it's all
I-
good because Lucian's in everything. And then
It's sad
your
'cause it's true.
relationship will be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I'm glad everyone knows that now. Thank you
Yeah.
for that valuable advice.
Yeah.
Yes. We get so many angry letters after this.
My
We
girlfriend-
tried it, and my girlfriend broke up with me. What the crap?
We'll forward them all to you.
Yep, exactly. Send your angry letters to
Changing my email address.
angry letters to Christina V.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll make sure to forward them to Christina. This was a lot of fun, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We had fun too.
And for anybody out there that missed any of this interview, shame on you, but don't fret. It'll be up on the website within the next few days, so keep it tuned to 91.8 The Fan. Everything you want and nothing you don't.